Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and right now you're taking a live gorgeous look at Brookings courtesy of Zola's on the Water. Not a cloud in the sky, but wait till you see this temperature. 82 degrees because we have winds that are coming out of the northeast gusting upwards of 10 to 15 miles per hour. And when air is forced into the Chetco River Valley, it's forced down and it compresses and it warms. And so that's why Brookings is so much locally warmer compared to anywhere else on the southern Oregon coastline. But inland, we're also pretty warm. We are already in the 60s for the east side, getting pretty close to 70 degrees for Lakeview, and we are already in the 60s and 70s for a west side valley. So pretty toasty this midday, and a little bit later today we can have high temperatures getting into the middle 80s for the Rogue Valley. So if you're going to hit the trails, it's going to be a fantastic day to do so, but be sure that you are packing the water and the SPF, as the sun is going to be a force to be reckoned with for today. So for today, we'll have high temperatures about 20 to 25 degrees above average for this time of the year. So we're going to end up in the 70s for the east side, 80s for west side valleys. And our initial forecast for today for Brookings has already been surpassed. So it's anyone's best guess at this point. So we're going to go with middle 80s. But if we reach 90 degrees along the coast, that shouldn't come as a big shock. And then, of course, today is going to be pretty much nothing but sunshine. And then overnight, the forecast is very simple. We're going to have clear skies inland, could have a few clouds lingering along the coast, but overnight lows are going to be pretty mild, even more mild compared to what we saw for this morning. So we'll be in the 40s for the east side, a mixture of 40s and 50s, and our west side valleys in middle 50s there along the coast. I think the Chetco effect finally starts to break down. So Friday is going to be our hottest day, at least for inland areas. We'll have more on that in a second. But first, for Saturday, temperatures are going to be right near 90 degrees. More sunshine. Should be a beautiful weekend. But it's going to be a tale of 2 days because we will be much, 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 much cooler on Sunday. We're going to be about 20 degrees cooler. And that's because we'll have a cold front moving through on Sunday. Now, it's going to be a mainly dry cold front. It will bring some very small shower chances to the coast and Cascades, and I'll show you that in a second. But first, again, Friday, I promised to show you Friday, and those high temperatures could be about 25 to 30 degrees above average for this time of the year. So we could potentially brush up with 95 degrees in the Rogue Valley for tomorrow, but then look at this dramatic cool down we're going to have between Friday and Monday. We'll be about 30 degrees cooler, and then high temperatures will moderate into Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll have very small shower chances for the coast and Cascades in the Sunday to Monday time frame. That'll be associated with the cold front we just talked about. And then there's another boundary that's going to move through for the Tuesday to Wednesday time frame. So we could have more widespread shower and thunderstorm chances within that time frame. So that obviously does not bode very well for fire season, although fuels aren't really all that dry for right now. But of course, lightning always makes us concerned around this time of the year. And something else that concerns us around this time of the year, especially when it's hot and dry, are allergen counts. They're going to be in the high territory for Thursday and Friday, but very high for Saturday and Sunday. So if you're allergic to oak, grasses, and or mulberry, be sure that you have the allergy medicine ready to go. Here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. One more day of the Chetco effect, if you include today, and then winds will shift out of the west for Friday and will cool off back down into the 60s, and then we'll be in the 50s for next week as some of those shower chances start to come back into the picture. And then for Siskiyou County, we'll be near 90 degrees for Friday, at least for the Shasta Valley, but I think the Klamath River Valley could start to flirt with triple digits. So that's going to be a storyline we'll track very closely over the next 24 to 48 hours. And then for the Klamath Basin, we'll be in the middle 80s for Friday and Saturday. The cold front moves through on Sunday, and then we're going to be rendered with middle 60s for Monday. And then some shower and thunderstorm chances come into the picture for Tuesday and Wednesday. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, we'll have lots of snow melt over the next 7 days, but in particular for the next 3 days, just given the amount of sunshine we'll have, how warm we'll be. And then for the Rogue Valley, near 95 degrees for Friday, but then back down into the middle 60s for Monday.
Okay, and it looks like at least right now that kind of dip down into the 60s is going to be temporary because we're trending back up even though we're keeping those storm chances heading into the middle of next week. It looks like temperatures slowly start to boop, boop, boop again.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this forecast. We get a little taste of summer. We get back down into more spring-like territory. I am a little concerned about the threat for thunderstorms on Tuesday, but so far that's looking like a pretty low-end threat.
Okay, sounds good. Well, as long as you're happy, we're happy.
Oh, stop it.
Thank you, Josh.
Of course.